Hello. Right, the difficult bit is now you've just got a picture of Sultan whilst I get round to the other side of the camera. Hello.
Hello.
It's Sultan. Hello, Sultan.
Hello, Paul.
Oh, hang on, we already did that bit.
Yeah.
We've like chatted
hours ago, actually,
a few hours ago, yeah, and then we've eaten, and
oh, it's good.
yeah.
So full of the food.
You had seconds.
I did.
Yeah. As when you've cooked something, it's very nice when someone goes back for more.
Slow cooker, invest.
Yeah.
The big slow cooker's going to enjoy this video, aren't they?
Yeah. So, you know I said we'd ad-lib it?
Yeah.
I haven't brought my notes. They're over there.
Shall I ad-lib? You go.
Yeah, you go for it, man.
So the drive up here. Wow, what a story that was. Okay, you're done. Cool.
Okay, so the difficult thing here is the camera's that way around and I can't tell if I'm actually in the frame or not. You might
When
only
Winters
have
does it, he uses the front facing and we look at ourselves.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be really clever.
Yeah.
But I've started it now, so
it's too late.
Yeah.
Maybe later. Oh my god.
Oh, maybe not. Hang on. Now, you see, a professional person would cut this bit out at the start.
Yeah.
I'm not. The young person just did magic with the phone. He didn't press the button that makes the screen spin round. He just sort of, like, did a wand magic thing and it changed. Hello!
Hi!
Hi! So this is the first video of this type. I'm going to change the thing ever so slightly. The first thing of this type that I've recorded, which is why it looks so massively polished and professional. I didn't even comb my hair. I got a little bit sticking up behind the thing, and the beard, and Okay, so Sultan, woo! As in the UK, the COVID restrictions allow us to get together in private homes and do things like play games. So Sultan is visiting, and you're up for a couple of days, and we're filming a mini campaign.
Yeah.
Woo! A mini campaign called the Medusan Hive. First thing, it does not feature any iron hands. So just be aware. The name possibly a bit misleading. Well, I say possibly a bit misleading. So it's. Well,
it doesn't involve Tyranids either.
It doesn't involve,
yeah.
No, Hive. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
We're going with it.
No Tyranids. No. So what we're talking about is a nanite hive, designed by the Gorgon, and this is a sort of dark age of technology artifact type thing that different nefarious and non-nefarious groups of people. You need to. I'll leave it to your own judgment as to which of us is nefarious or non-nefarious.
Or if neither or either. Sorry, what did I just say? Sorry, continue.
You're messing with my mind, man. So there is an Iron Hands artifact that was last seen north of Imperium Nihilus, and there are two factions searching for it. This is a but that's the interesting thing. No one knows exactly what it does. There are lots of rumours. Does it remake bone and flesh? Does it meld metal and non-metal?
Is it like the thing from the Justice League Snyder cut, where the boxes do the things and it turns the world into the box?
I watched
that movie.
I understood all those words, but not the order in which you put them.
Yeah, I didn't really understand the movie.
Okay. Not used to doing this with people. When I talk, I listen. Or I talk back. No, I don't talk back. Oh, my brain's just gone into some weird default mode.
Death spiral.
Yeah, good way of putting it. It's gone into a death spiral. So, yeah, this is already a ramble. I might have to include the word rambling preview.
We don't know what the artifact does.
No one knows what the artifact does, but there are lots and lots and lots of rumours.
Yeah.
And the Gorgon made it, therefore people wants it.
Therefore it's sweet.
It's precious.
Mm.
It's mighty precious.
It might be, I don't know
We don't know. We'll find out at the end of game 3. So we're doing a few games, and it is Iron Warriors versus Adeptus Mechanicus. Yeah. So we've got Salter's brought up his AdMech force.
Yep.
I've been feverishly painting more Iron Warriors.
Literally this morning, yeah.
Literally this morning, yeah. Last night I was making my list at about 11:30. I was lying in bed making my list. And I thought, none of the HQs go with this army. I need a new HQ. So I got up, kit bashed one together, got up this morning, sprayed it before breakfast, painted it before work, then highlighted it at lunchtime.
You highlighted it. It's amazing.
I use the word highlight in a very, very, very loose sense.
There are even hazard stripes.
But you can't not have hazard stripes on Iron Warriors. I'll say Iron Hands at least 5 times when I'm playing them. You can't. Yes, indeed. So we are... we're squabbling over this. We're both looking for it, and we're going to run into each other, and there's going to be competition, and blood and oil are going to be spilt.
2 very petty armies.
Indeed. So speaking of the armies, your AdMech Forge has very specific narrative. It's not one of the out the book regular ones, is it? So you want to tell us a little bit about your Forge world?
So I'm going to use out of the book regular rules for them, and we'll cover them later. But I'm going to use the Styges rules because it just seems to suit the narrative they have. Because they're sneaky beaky. So basically they're called the Wayward Forge, and what they are is they are a forge that is ostensibly allied with the Imperium. They are Adeptus Mechanicus, but no one really knows what they're doing or what their specific function is. So Riser, they're around to make their own patterns of Lima Rush battle tanks, etc. Mars, everyone knows what Mars does. No one knows what the Wayward Forge are producing.
Work, rest and play. It helps you work, rest and play.
Yeah. Thank you. So, oh my god. So the Wayward Forge, no one knows what they're doing. Thank you. Yeah, chocolate adverts. And what they do is they just prowl a dead system. Now this system is uninhabited. It's essentially a group of planets, a cluster of planets that are irradiated sandy wastelands, and no one knows what they're prowling around for. And also, whenever they do seem to ally themselves with any passing imperial expedition, they don't really speak. They only the highest ranking Domini, if you like, would say, "We're coming with you" in the Omnissiah's name, and the Imperium like, "Sound cool, thank you." They come along, and then very rarely do they actually interact with the main force. They'll potentially drop down on a planet or a system where these guys are operating, do something, and then leave. So it's like, oh great, what a load of help these guys were. So these guys also, when they're in battle, they don't chat. You don't hear the canticles being hummed over the vox. You don't hear anything like that. You don't hear them giving orders to the Skitari. You don't see them interact with one another in any ostensible way. And the only people who ever speak using flesh voice or even binaric to others outside their organisation will be the tech priests. So the Skitari are essentially, to all outsiders, they look like mindless drones. And no one really understands why that's the case. And
do they all walk in a very disconcerting lockstep?
Very much so.
Yeah.
At least the closer they are to the Dominus, the more likely they are to look like a phalanx walking along. The further out they range, and bearing in mind these guys are a scavenger force, they are often quite disparate from their centres of gravity, if you like. They're a bit more free-form. You think of them as wasteland wanderers. They walk around, tattered cloaks and digging through the dirt, trying to find something, and no one really knows what they're looking for because what the hell's going on? Half the techno-archaeologists who are associated with this are like, what the heck?
An artifact of the Omnissiah. It's half a washer, mate. It's an artifact of the Omnissiah.
Look, sir, droids. Yeah, so that's all they're doing. Look, a penny. So that's all they're doing.
Oh, it's a bottle cap. Maybe I'll go into some kind of pyramid full of aliens now.
Yeah, quite possibly. That's the kind of thing they like to do. So yeah, the Wayward Forge. If you could
just pretend that was funny, I'd really appreciate it. Because I can't edit that out now. Or ever.
Yeah, I kept talking, sorry.
Yes.
So the Wayward Forge, nasty bunch of I was going to say blokes, they're not really. Nasty bunch of machines.
Nasty bunch of organs.
Yeah, organs floating in a yeah. So they're pretty nasty guys.
Organs in bags, bits in bags.
Yeah, bags and...
No, that could mean other things. No, nasty dudes. dudes.
Yeah, they're nasty. You'll have seen them if, I presume, a fair chunk of your audience has also been delighted by Winter's SEO in the past. They have appeared on his channel.
I very much imagine so.
Yeah, so they have appeared on his channel, and any of you who are gracious Deployment Zone subs will have seen the Wayward Forge on there. There's more about them there, but these guys are, they're creepy, and they're sneaky, and something else that rhymes with that.
Leaky?
Some of them are pretty leaky.
Well, that's what happens when your cables corrode, isn't it?
You'll see a lot of leaking going on over there.
Okay. So, my Iron Warriors. There's a lot less to tell than there is with the Wayward Forge. They're Iron Warriors. They are very bitter individuals. They are belligerent bullies who have become very bitter with their lot, and they'll stand there and trade blows until someone capitulates. I'm going to keep hitting you irrespective of anything until you fall over. So this particular warband, because the 4th Legion fell a lot to infighting, and many of the great companies broke away from the Legion, or the Legion disintegrated into great companies, and they sometimes come together and fight as one. Perturabo can be a very what's the opposite of polarizing?
Unifying.
Thank you. I don't have to spend 20 minutes thinking of the word, then all of a sudden I'll be in the middle of turn 4 and go, unifying! It can be a very unifying force. So this warband is called the Inevitable Sunder. And they prowl around in the strike cruiser Bastion's Ruin.
Oh. Sound effects, sorry.
Listen, Peanut Gallery. This is led by Warsmith Atrax.
Mama. Sorry, go on. That'll be good.
I don't know what that was. It's hard to chastise something you don't understand. But then again, millions of people do that every day. Oh no, don't get political. You've potentially seen this army on Winter's SEO as well. I brought this force with some allied Black Legion to try and tear down an AdMech facility, and that game ended in the Warsmith and the Warpsmith both trying to stick each other. And
I remember that one.
Yeah. I imagine there's going to be quite a bit of that.
Yeah, the AdMech. Why are they? What? Never mind. Forget it. Just go.
I seem to remember it was. I need last cannon support. It's like, sorry, bad Vox connection. Oh, look.
I'm going through a tunnel. We're outside.
Yeah. So yes. So we have lots of legionary formations, lots of tanks. Our fast things are bikes. We're very much split into sort of tech marines and tanks as one element. The Warsmith, who is an abject coward and never wants to put himself in anywhere remotely related to harm, so he will always be at the back shelling things from afar.
Cool.
And then you have the breaches, the psychotic brawlers who charge into the breaches that have been made by the guns to try and take a fortress. High attrition rates, very dangerous chaps. And so we're doing 3 games.
Yep.
The first game we are playing tonight, and it's we're on an old desert planet, and it's been overgrown and lost to the sands of time in Imperium now. So it's abandoned, and we have an Imperial outpost system. You can't see it; it's down here. But let's go off road. It's down here. We have an Imperial outpost set up. One of us is going to be busy scavenging it, whilst the other one turns up and goes, "Oi, mine!" And there'll be some harsh words exchanged. Oh no, they'll just, they might not even say mine. Oh, I might say mine and he might ignore me, or he might just turn up and then I might say, "Get off my land." And there's violence. There's definitely going to be violence.
It's war, yeah.
Yeah. So as you all know, I have great difficulty in ending videos and stopping talking. So, without any further ado... Oh, yes, how do you get this? So, I've remembered a thing.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be for channel members. If you're interested in becoming a channel member, check out the link below. There's a
Sorry, I was going to do a thing, but that would be above, wouldn't it? It's down there.
Yeah. Check out the link in the description. It's a spot I say down below because that's what he says, or he used to say anyway. There's a link in the description. There's all sorts of perks, extra videos of which these are 3, and Discords and lots of other stuff. I say lots of other stuff. I've just listed all of it. That's it. Yeah, so 3 episodes. If you're watching this, at very least the first one is up, because that first one will go up in the Members Lounge on the same day I put this up on the YouTube. So at least the first episode's up. Possibly, if you're watching this a few weeks later, they might all be there and you might be able to binge watch the whole lot. Who knows? Who knows?
I don't.
No, you don't. No. How could you possibly know when some of the viewers are watching this?
I don't even know what the codex is. Just AdMech. It's scary. It's difficult.
Yeah, my codex turned up yesterday. It's still in the box. I hope you know yours. Happy wargaming!